Hi, welcome to the Britannia T190. Today we're going to be talking about the digital display that you get here on the side of the machine and explaining to you what it all means and how it works. So first thing is over here on the left hand side you have an indicator of the stitch and the type of stitch that you have. So it's stitch number 1. It shows you a picture of the stitch and it shows you where the needle position is for the stitch. So if we were, for example, to select stitch number 2, which is up here where the needle is over on the left position. It's gone back into focus, thank you. If we click onto our folder and then click stitch number 2, can you see, obviously it shows a stitch number 2, but the illustration now shows the stitch position on the left and it shows the needle position all the way over on the left as well. Yeah, so this is an illustration that shows you not only what the stitch would look like, but also where the needle position is for that stitch. Up here you have an indication of the foot that you need to use for the particular stitch that you've picked. So for a straight stitch like number 1, it's showing that we need to have foot A. If, for example, we were to pick one of the buttonhole stitches up here, then that would change. So if we went into our folder and we tabbed through to find one of the buttonhole stitches, there we go. If we just select 33, you see the picture changes and it's now showing you need the F foot, which is the buttonhole foot. So it's really handy. The machine is trying to help you. It's trying to show you which foot you need for which stitch. So do pay attention to that. It's really important, particularly if you're using things like your overcasting foot, that you've got the right foot with the right stitch. Otherwise, the swing of the needle, if you haven't got the right stitch selected, could hit a part of the foot and you could break the needle, and that's never nice to do. So do make sure you're paying attention to the picture here and which foot the machine is telling you need to use for that particular stitch. This button here is showing you your finishing needle position. So the line here is the fabric, the horizontal line across is the fabric, and you can see this illustration of the needle is pushing down through the fabric. So it's telling you that when the machine finishes its stitch, it's going to finish with a needle down into the fabric for you, and that's standard. If you don't like that, if you prefer to finish with your needle up, you can change that in the settings, but this is my preferred finish and it's, I guess, for most people, so that's what the machine sets itself at as standard. Then you have options of changing the swing of the needle for a zigzag. So again, if I go into here and if we pick a zigzag stitch, say 8, you can see that as standard the machine has set you at a 5mm swing of the needle from left to right. You can choose to increase that up to 6 or you can decrease it down. It's entirely up to you. Yeah, so you do have some functionality with the stitches to be able to change them, and sometimes it can really change the look of a stitch and the functionality of a stitch when you do start playing around with the stitch length and the stitch width. Now you can see the difference between these two numbers is this one's in a white box and this isn't. This is because we've gone away from the standard. So if we click back up to 5, suddenly the machine has highlighted the number again. It's telling you for this stitch, this is really the stitch width that it suggests is going to be best for you. So the machine is trying to help you. Over here on the right, you have your stitch length, and again, you can choose to decrease that and make the stitches shorter, or you can choose to increase it and make the stitches longer. Yeah, but again, your standard is going to be highlighted for you. So that's your main screen. The only other thing that can change is you can choose to go into tension, and we have a video that shows you how to play around with tension. And you deselect it again by going back into the zigzag and straight stitch. You also have the option to select the tack and then the tack and cut when you finish your stitches as well. And then you press the button a 3rd time just to take those off again. But those are the only other things you're going to see on the screen for you there. But it's really helpful and handy. And as I say, the machine is always trying to help you, which is fantastic. So hopefully that was helpful as well. And we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.